So everyone asks me, how do you know when it's time to replace your factory cooling hoses? So this right here is our stator feed hose. You can see this comes directly from the jet pump right there. It goes through the sheathing, and this connects right to a barb on the bottom of the stator housing. So let's take a look at this hose. And you can see that this hose is swollen. You can see the inside of it is worn out, but the hose is spongy. And you'll know what I mean when you squeeze it. So we're gonna go ahead and replace it, and I'm gonna do that with this master hose replacement set from Kawi Performance. So you might say to yourself, how would I possibly know how to purchase all these different cooling hoses? I mean, you're literally looking at about 50 different part numbers. Well, Kawi Performance makes it easy with their master hose replacement set. You can get a complete set of preformed high quality hoses. These hoses exceed OEM quality, and they're expertly formed to match the OEM hoses exactly, saving you time and money. You just place one order and you get a master hose set for your Ultra 310. This even includes the lines for the bypass, or what everyone so affectionately calls the pisser hose. But this includes every single hose, every single section, and they're each individually wrapped and stamped with the part number so you can identify them. You can also purchase these all individually directly from Kawi Performance. Now you can see that I've got my ski apart to quite a degree here. I've got the intake manifold removed, I've got the intercooler removed, and that's so we can access all of these hoses back here. This is also a good time to clean everything up, to inspect your bilge, to make sure that your bilge breather lines are not detached. And some of these hoses do have sheathing, so we're going to reuse that sheathing. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in one hose at a time, and you're going to take your old hose and you're going to match it to the replacement hose from your set. So while in this video I'm not going to show you how to replace every single hose, because a lot of them, it's pretty self-evident, right? You remove the old one, you reinstall the new one, and you torque the hose clamp. But I'm going to show you some of the hoses that are known to fail prematurely. These are ones that actually have gone on mine. So first we have our supercharger gearbox hose right here. So again, you want to position all your hose clamps so that you can access them. Another hose, two hoses that often leak, causing belt slippage, are your stator housing feed hose right here. This comes from the jet pump, and we could check that hose. You could feel it, how spongy it's gotten. And then of course this hose right here goes from the stator housing to the oil cooler. And you could see this one here, I just want to show you, you could see it's, just by feeling it, you could feel that it's kind of getting spongy. So we're going to replace both of these. Now this one, you could see it kind of wraps around right here. So what you're going to do is find the Kawi Performance hose from your kit that matches. You can see this one here is literally, it's exactly the same as the OEM one. So when we install the new hose, we're going to reuse this sheathing. The hose on the right is the brand new crisp hose. You could see when you flatten it like that, how the threading inside the hose is real tight. This is the worn out hose. It's hard to explain on the video, but the hose just has a spongy feel to it. And that means it's ready to be replaced. These hoses will start rubbing. They will start developing pinholes. So you want to be proactive in replacing them before they fail. So for this hose, what I recommend you do is actually put this hose clamp over the sheathing, and we're going to get that sheathing as close to the edge of the hose as we can, okay? Then you're going to install the hose like that. And then we're going to secure our hose clamp, right like that. And this is going to ensure that this sheathing will protect the hose, not only from maybe some oil that gets on it, but it's also going to protect it from rubbing against the housing right there. Now this part is absolutely critical, and that's that you torque every single hose clamp to 35 inch-pounds. Now looking in the Kawasaki manual, they'll give you different values for some of the different clamps. Some of them are 27, some of them are 35. And again, you're going to be, if you're using a T-handle or using a torque wrench, you're going to say to yourself, wow, these feel really tight. That's so that these don't leak. And of course, if you over torque these clamps, they will break. And if you under torque them, well, then you'll have hose leaks. Once you've torqued them, you need to mark the heads with a blue paint pen. That indicates to you or to anyone that's servicing your ski that those hose clamps have been checked. All these hoses here are in close proximity to the belt. So those are your priority hoses to check often and replace when they start to feel spongy. So here's our replacement stator feed hose from Kawasaki Performance. And then our old hose here, which this hose has nearly 300 hours on it. God knows how many gallons have gone through this hose. And then I've sprayed, I spray anti-corrosive oil on parts of my engine, and inevitably it gets on these hoses. And this hose is just, it's spongy. It has no resistance. It's just collapsing in on itself. And where the hose clamp meets the hose, that's an extra stress point where you have the metal parts of the clamp. So this hose will fail. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. So while I have my machine apart for maintenance, I'm going to replace this hose before it fails. So with your cooling hoses, preventative maintenance is key. Make sure to visit KawasakiPerformance.com to check out their master hose set or individual part numbers. Don't forget to check out their premium stainless steel hose clamps. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, only on JD's Water World. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more exclusive jet ski content, only on JD's Water World.